That's good. Good work. Well, hello, friends. Welcome to episode 43 of Dub Life, and I am home back in my toy room, which is in a state of flux at the moment. As you know, if you've been a long-time viewer of Dub Life, there are lights just falling all over the place. Like that guy's falling over there. This one's... Ugh. We're going to do something different. The light setup we use, I'll talk about that in a bit. So, the toy room's changing. We're doing some changes here at the house. And one of the things I wanted to do was to get this couch that was in the middle of this toy room out. Because when people come in the toy room, they walk around and look at stuff. It's not like we're just sitting there, right? So I just need one kind of normal chair, and then I have like folding chairs and stuff I can bring in here. But what I wanted to do was have a space where I could leave dioramas set up more permanently. So if I want to stage scenes and come back to them over the course of a couple days and take pictures, I could do that, as well as have a place for boxes that I haven't opened yet. Because the toy room serves two functions, right? It's one place where you play, where you want to hang out, whether by yourself or with friends, take pictures, play, see all your stuff. The other side of it is display. You're only displaying it to people that aren't like your everyday people every once in a while. So it just needs to be convertible to be a display. So let me show you what we're doing in here first. So as you can see, the couch is gone. I've got this chair in here now for me to sit in, and I have folding chairs and stools and things like that. So I got a couple of these tables that break completely down and can slide underneath that table there. And you see I've got a couple of my dioramas set up here. These from David, that from Carvar. I got my backdrop thing. I got all my other backdrops and black tiles and white tiles and all that stuff. And then here, this table is just in here right now with the boxes on it. I got home from Geek Expo in Michigan about 3 days ago. And so I just have stuff I haven't done anything with. Bigfoot Soldier, all this stuff. And I want to take some pictures and do some things with it, so it's there. But I'm going to leave this area in the middle of the room relatively empty so I can do stuff like this. And then I could set up a big scene on these dioramas and come back to it and tinker with it. That's the lights. You can see I was talking about. That's falling. These are starting to fall. That one's falling. I think what we're going to do is actually hot glue them to the glass, because over time that adhesive just wears off because of the heat. So something like that's what we're going to do. But again, it's not a big redesign in here. It just gives me more space to permanently leave things set up so I don't have to use the downstairs kitchen table, the bar, whatever. I can more permanently leave things up that I want to leave up, or that I just haven't had time to put away, and it's not cluttering up the rest of the house. That way I can just close these doors and no big deal. So that is one of the things we're in the middle of. And there really isn't anything to show off, but you know, it is what it is. The other thing that we are in the middle of is starting the arcade room, which is exciting. So I've taken several videos where I am sitting in front of arcades and prop replicas and all that. That's a temporary space until we had a chance to get this other space done. So let's look at that. So in this part of the house, there's the wizard. If you walk out, you've got the guest wing, guest room, just, you know, normal guest room, normal guest bathroom. And this room used to be a second guest room that, in all the time I've lived in this house, has only been used 8-9 times over almost 4 years. And I would never use this room for anything else. So that's kind of a waste of a space, considering I have a number of couches and other areas people can sleep in that 8 or 9 times. So I took the bed out of this room. It'll be in the garage. I can pop it back up if I need to, or put an air mattress. This is the sofa that was in the toy room. And right now the rest of the room is just kind of empty. So what we're gonna do is, starting this video, we're gonna build a riser, a long riser, or several long risers for the arcade one-ups, and build an arcade wall here, a partial arcade wall here. We're gonna mount all kinds of cool stuff on the walls, cover up all the walls with comics and art and autographs. We're gonna mount this TV up on the wall. That space will probably be reserved for when the Ninja Turtles arcade 1-Up comes out. In the closet, which right now has stuff that needs to go in the attic, we'll put these orange cubes, which is where my comics, my loose comics stay, like the things I'm in the middle of reading or whatever. So they'll go in there, and it'll be just a nice, fun space. And I'll have a number of different backdrops in this room I can film behind as well. So it'll be open, be accessible. We'll put like the NES Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic on that TV, and it'll just be a nice game room. So there's a lot of work that has to happen. The first being we're gonna build a custom riser for the arcades. That's the first thing that has to happen. So that's a project that you'll see some this video, probably some over the next several videos. I mean, it took us like 2 months to do this room. I don't think it'll take us that long to do the other. Because we don't have to move all these figures individually. We probably will put some figures in there. I'm still not sure how much storage space we're going to have underneath arcades, above the arcades. I'd like to put some of the video game figures in there, but we'll see how that goes because I also want to have a lot of comic book display space. So it's going to be one of those videos where around the house, Victoria's coming to visit. You haven't seen her in several episodes of Double Life since Atlanta Comic-Con. And I think we have a party to go to tomorrow. We should see David. We might see Megan some over this weekend. So that's what it'll be. Kind of channel update, I guess, because we've had a lot of new subscribers recently. So welcome to you all. I'd encourage you, if you're relatively new to the channel, go to my trailers playlist and look at some of the early episodes of Dub Life, the trailers, and just see if there's one you might be interested in. There's several very, very funny, very... whatever you want it to be, figure heavy, travel heavy episodes of Dub Life I think you may enjoy. So check those out. This is this week. The next episode will probably be something similar to this, except I might go visit. My dad's birthday's coming up, so I'll probably be at my parents' house for an episode. There is another convention coming up in Tennessee that I think we want to go to. Then Dragon Con comes, and then we'll kind of close out the convention season of the year. And we'll start to get into festival season, so things like the Greek Festival or the Apple Festival or the Pierogi Festival, like outdoor festivals in the fall that we like to do a lot of. And probably in the fall I'll get back on the road. I should not be much traveling other than if I'm traveling to a convention like you've seen recently. But work traveling should start to pick back up in the fall, so some of my older, kind of more traditional Dub Life stuff should come. That's where we are. This morning, I want to play a little bit with these dioramas, maybe open a few of these Dragon Ball figures, take some pictures. So let's do that, and then we'll see how the day goes. So I got a lot of that open. It's over there. I'll show you. I've put the boxes away. They'll go in the attic that I'm going to keep. Like, you know, I'm not going to keep Professor Pig's box or the Legends, but the Dragon Ball stuff I will. So that's the tour exclusives there. There's the Rose effect. I got Snape, Professor Pig, April with the Mousers, Rescue, and Beta Ray. I don't have time this morning. I got to get going with work to do much with those. Got the NECA Turtle set. This is the Mondo Skeletor, Agent Gomez, and a Hull Armor. I don't have time to do anything with those, but I did get out all my Vegetas. SH Figuarts Vegetas, and I kind of have the tour Vegetas here. So I'm going to try to take a picture real quickly, but I'm probably going to leave this up and mess around with it for a couple days. So I think I'm only missing one Vegeta. I have a couple duplicates. That's like a demoniacal fit head on the Super Saiyan body. So got a few different things here that I'm going to play with, but from here, the next time I'll talk to you, will probably be lunch break. Rub it now. About to go to lunch, but packages. Let's see. All right, I put the phone down because it'll be easier to show you. So I got the final blind bag of the regular release I need. This is #1 Virgin Sketch from The Walking Dead. I still need the 5 1 out of 100 variants. There's only like 2 of them even for sale on eBay. So those are going to be hard to track down. They're going to be some of the very final things probably. But that's good. I got Amazing Spider-Man number 344. This is the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy. I picked up the first appearance of actual Carnage in Michigan, so I'm going to get both of those graded and have them side by side. This is all comics that were in those boxes. I mean, you can see I've got a bunch of graded comics. If you've watched my collection videos over the years, I have a bunch of comics. And I love collecting comics. I got out of it for a little bit because I was focused on other things. But it's always fun to chase and hunt down comics. And some of these are really great deals on eBay. And comic shippers usually send really good on eBay. So this is Venom Lethal Protector 4. I know it's the first appearance of Lasher. And I think maybe Scream and some others. So I'm trying to get all the different symbiote first appearances. Eternals number 2, first appearance of the Celestials and Ajax. This book will probably start to go up in value as the Eternals are coming to the MCU in the next phase. And so it just depends on what characters they focus on. But I like the cover of that anyway. Superboy number 9, the first appearance of King Shark. Love it. All these I'll get graded. Not the blind bag, but the others I'll get graded. Tales of Suspense 94, Captain America and Iron Man, If This Be MODOK, the first appearance of MODOK. Also love it. Marvel Spotlight 32, the first appearance of Spider-Woman. Spawn number 1. I'm trying to get all the Image launch books, so like Spawn and Young... Savage Dragon, all those different things. I have some more in here I'll show you. Just because the Image launch books are an important part of comic history, I think it'd be nice to have them. Plus the Spawn number 1 cover is great. All of that stuff I'll get graded. I'm just trying to get a lot of first appearances of various characters. I just think it's fun. Like, I obviously can't afford to get first appearances of the headline characters of Captain America and Iron Man. Thor, one day I may try to get. That's a kind of a grail. You know, Spider-Man and Superman, those things are millions of dollars, so that'll never happen. But some of these other characters I can, and I already have, like I have a first appearance of War Machine, I have a first appearance of Firestorm, different things like that. Gambit I have, so yeah, I'm working my way through it. Slabs I picked up, Walking Dead 18. I only need 3 more Walking Dead. I need, I think, 15, 16, 17, and I'll have completed the whole A run. So that's a good thing. I got, like we're talking about, Batman Vengeance of Bane Special 1. The origin first appearance of Bane. That's cool to have. Here's another Image comic. Wildcats number 1. First appearance of the Wildcats. First Wild Storm title. So just trying to get some of these Image, you know, these first Image books. There's Savage Dragon number 1. This, Flash 197, the origin and first appearance of Zoom. It's a cool book to have. I may have a Reverse Flash early appearance. Hunt before Zolomon. I don't remember what all I have. This is Venom Lethal Protector number 1. This is Venom's first solo book. I need to get Amazing Spider-Man 300 or 299 and 300 so I can have the first appearances of Venom, but that's Venom's first solo book, so that's cool. Here's another kind of thing to collect. Thor 339. This is the first appearance of Stormbreaker. See Beta Ray Bill there with Stormbreaker, and so those are the kind of things you can collect too. Like there's a Thor book where it's the first time Captain America wields Mjolnir. That's a book I want. Just that kind of stuff. And then finally, X-Men 117, the first appearance of Amal Farouk, the Shadow King, and you get the origin of Professor X. Very key X-Men book. So happy to have that. So that's the comics haul. I am hungry. Let's go get lunch.
It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Oceans in between us, but that's not very far. She's a star, but she cries, cries, cries. If you wanna kiss the sky, better learn how to kneel on your knees, boy.
So I just have a hankering to do something different. Oh, for lunch? That got me right in my hind end. I kind of want Chinese, but like several of the places I used to live, like the takeout places would have like a lunch. I guess it's a buffet, but it's really small. They just have like 6 or 8 things out there, like the chef special, and you pay like $5, $6, and you can just pick what you want to pick. I want that. I don't know where it is, so I'm just driving to a random Chinese takeout place I've never been to before, about 15 minutes away, and see if they have that. I don't know. Let's see what else is on the concert. Let's see. Oh, and fade away. Hey, hey! My instincts tell me I've made a mistake. Here's the shopping center I'm at with Big Lots and Value Market. Farmers Market Sugar Hill, that might be all right. Muscle City Barbell, over here somewhere. And I don't know. So I am going over here to V Wings and Hibachi. No one could park here. So all this parking, and like every space somebody's like half in one and half in another. So it's silly. Right over there, like at the tree line, is where the comic store is. So I may go by there if I have time after lunch, and then several miles that way is the mall and GameStop and all that stuff. So this is actually a shopping center I've never been in. Not really a reason for me to have been in it, but oh well, adventure. V's Wings and Hibachi. What do we think? Good choice or bad choice? Leave it in the comments, let me know. Well, ain't nobody here. That's not good. No buffet, but I'm giving it a shot. Ordered some chicken and broccoli and orange soda. They have like the whole family here, kids and stuff, so I don't want to film a lot because there's little ones, but it's clean at least. It's a nice big portion. That's exciting. It smells wonderful. It's actually really good. That's really good. What a surprise. They don't seem to have any social media or like Yelp or Living Social or any of that presence. And it certainly wasn't busy, and it didn't look like anything had been thrown away when I threw away my stuff. But I ate the whole thing. It was good. I mean, she cut up the broccoli and everything. It was like completely freshly prepared for me, which I guess is the nature of a place that's not very busy. I don't know how they stay open, though. I mean, I don't imagine the rent in this shopping center is too terribly expensive, but I don't know. I hope they do good. I'll come back. I like to try to find other things. Obviously, a family business with the kids here because it's not quite time for school to start back. Anyway, support local businesses. Put them in the mouth. Well, since I'm right here, I got my comics. I just have a few. I do think the second print of the final issue of Walking Dead came out this week, so this is the final week. I'll pick up a new Walking Dead book. That's sad. So, second print 193 Flash Avengers.
I can tell you what to subscribe to.
That is what I'm picking up, but there's all these comics that I need to look through myself.
Unfortunately, right now, as it stands, I have
That's a cool book. Second appearance of Punisher. Oh, that just arrived. Kyle just bought this humongous collection of stuff. I'm going through. Yeah, I'm still going strong. That Vulture cover's cool. This is the stack of stuff I'm picking up. Some good things in there. Oh dear. I would like this. First appearance of Mantis, but not today. All these What If books that are going to go up in value with the Marvel animated series being announced in this collection. New Daredevil's Blonde. These are cool. These are actually really cool. Oh,
on my back.
You gotta send that one for grading.
I gotta what?
You gotta get it pressed and graded.
Oh, I gotta get this pressed and graded?
Yeah.
Listen to you.
10 ways to keep a woman in her place. That's just trouble. Nobody's bringing that in their house. No. I'm trying to get on that punishment.
Oh,
nope,
no.
That's punishment. Well, that was unexpected. I thought I'd just be in and out in 5 minutes and not 45 minutes. To pick up my 3 comics, and then that collection walked in and I started looking through stuff, and
Oh dear, so I bought a few things. I got David some prizes too. So let me get back home and I'll show you what I picked up. Real quick while I'm in traffic on the way home. I think I got to get gas too. The Male Chauvinist magazine, I'm just flipping through and got the second appearance of Punisher and got Spawn #1, all this stuff. And then Male Chauvinist magazine, living with 2 females, it can be fun. Younger women are better. Like how? Even in 1978, how in the world did that ever get published? And why is it in this collection? So this was an estate sale. Kyle bought the whole thing. It had a lot of good stuff. Unfortunately, it had been cherry-picked to an extent. I still picked up some good stuff that I'll show you, but a lot of the big-time heavy hitters. You know, you had all around Wolverine's first appearance, but not that book. So, I mean, the person had obviously picked out the really good stuff and sold it and was just selling all the rest. But there's a lot of good stuff, and Kyle gave me really good prices. So, Galactic Quest is definitely the place that I like to get my comics the most. And I like, again, support a local business. But living with 2 females, it can be fun. 10 ways to keep a woman in her place. Whoever wrote that just stays on punishment. They don't ever get off. I'm at Quick Trip. Got the gas filling up, which I know I don't typically say I'm going to do, but I'm now in a hurry. And I'm going to get a prize. I think I'm going to pass on the Spitz. This was last episode. Oh, Biggs sizzling bacon. If it was last episode, that might be a good thing to make Steve eat. Is it after 3 p.m.? I think so. All fresh. I need to pay attention to that in the future. I guess that's why they're almost all open. Is it after 3 p.m.? No. Oh well. They do have a white cherry risotto. Make it that. If it makes you happy, I've got a slushie. Back where we were before. Let me show you what I picked up. So this is for David. I got Thor 339, first appearance of Stormbreaker, just like the one I just got. These kind of go together. You've got Uncanny X-Men 281, kind of where the X-Men team split, and then X-Men 1, this is like volume 2. First appearance of the blue team, and then I think the gold team continues in Uncanny. So I thought David's a big X-Men fan, so I thought those would be cool ones. I mean, when you get a dig in a collection like that, you just don't know what you're going to find. I talked about trying to have some of the early Image books because Image is such an important company to the comic book industry. So having some of those launch titles, I picked him up Wildcats, just like I picked up for myself #1. And I got him Wildcats #2 just because that cover is awesome. And I thought it was a cover that he would like. I mean, Jim Lee, probably something David would like. So I got him Wildcats 1 and 2, Savage Dragon #1. Spawn #1. So he just needs a few others. So the ones I picked up myself, and he can get going on his X-Men or his Image set. And I picked him up a few What Ifs. I know David likes unique covers and things like that, and he seems to be really intrigued with the What If animated series that's coming from Marvel. So I picked him up 4 that I thought he would like. I've got What If the Hulk had the brain of Bruce Banner. That's cool. What if the Avengers had never been? What if the world knew Daredevil is blind? And what if Spider-Man had rescued Gwen Stacy? So that's the stack I got for him. I think he'll enjoy them. It's really just a thank you for, it's a prize. We're friends. He's going to come over and help me with the arcade. So I wanted to get him some nice stuff. So there you have it. That's his stack. Let me show you mine. Continuing on the Image launch titles. Shadowhawk #1. Cyberforce #1. And Youngblood #1. So I think I just need Wetworks is the 7th of the launch titles, #1. I got X-Men 282. First appearance of Bishop. New Mutants 100. Which I believe is the first appearance of Shatterstar. But more importantly, the first appearance of X-Force. Mighty Thor 338. This is the 2nd appearance of Beta Ray Bill. 339 is the Stormbreaker issue. I need 337. That's the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. This cover is just excellent, though, with them fighting over Mjolnir. I need all three. Put them together. X Factor 24, the origin and first appearance of Archangel. That is a super cool comic. Very happy with that. I love Archangel's design. I think it has the origin of Apocalypse in there, too. Let's see, Amazing Spider-Man number 265, the first appearance of Silver Sable. And then the two big dogs, Star Wars number 1, in really good shape. Star Wars number 1. And then Amazing Spider-Man 20, the first appearance of Scorpion. It's an old book right there. Let's see. It was 12 cents. I have to look out what year it came out. It's probably the oldest book, one of the oldest books I've got. That's very cool. So that's what I picked up, digging through the collection. Put it in the mouth. 1963 is where that Spider-Man issue, that's the year it was released. All right, I got to get back to work. We'll check in many hours when Victoria gets here and see what the plans are for tonight. I fell asleep watching a documentary, and now Victoria's here.
Hello.
And I'm pretty sure you got here and I was still asleep.
Yeah, you were asleep. I've already unpacked. I've already, like, taken a bath.
Taking a bath?
Not really.
I was really asleep. I was watching, it's called Jack of All Trades. It was a 98% match on Netflix, which was a good match. And I laid down on the couch and fell asleep. But it's a guy, like, trying to figure out what happened to baseball cards and why they crashed. And has some family stuff that's kind of emotional. But it was good. At least the, like, beginning and end was good. I don't know in the middle. But I don't know what we're doing tonight.
Dinner.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I have stuff. Victoria bought the world's largest supply of pita chips.
Prime Day.
And ate one bite of them and sent me a text that said, hey, do you like pita chips? In like the middle of the workday. I'm like, maybe?
Cinnamon sugar.
And now there's a bunch of Stacy's pita chips because apparently she doesn't like pita chips.
Simply Naked variety.
Is that the one you had at work, was Simply Naked?
Parmesan, garlic, and
That's
herb
probably
variety.
good. Have you ever had pita? Like pita chips?
They're very, very hard. I don't like the texture.
Yeah, they're very
That's
crunchy.
what I don't like.
Well, they're not potatoes or popcorn.
I thought pitas were more like soft, though.
Not when they do that. They're like croutons.
Ah, see, and I don't like croutons. Well, anyway, you win a prize.
There's also, oh yeah. So I got a text from my mother, the other day, something like a week ago. It was like, hey, do you need a turtle tank? It's seniors discount day at the Goodwill. I was like, yeah. So, turtle tank. It's going to David. Maybe David's child. Maybe just David. But turtle tank, it's all taped up, so we have no idea. I mean, it could be an iguana in there.
Yeah, it could be something. It could be like Walking Dead #1. You just never know what could be in there.
Well, they will not be having it if that's what it is. Is there other prizes?
Uh-huh.
There is.
On the table.
My arm's getting tired.
On these ones.
Oh, yes! Look at this. This is Dad got for me. So this is X Factor #6, which is the first appearance of Apocalypse. And look at this one. Amazing Spider-Man 41, Horns of the Rhino. First appearance of Rhino. It's been a comic video so far. That is very, very exciting. Thank you for delivering those.
You're welcome.
Here, you win a prize.
Wasn't I with you when we bought this?
Oh, wait, that was... Never mind, let's have supper. What should we eat?
I don't know.
Do you want to go get ramen? Pizza?
Of course, when I think of ramen, I do think of 35-cent ramen.
Oh, that's what I meant. Pizza?
No.
No pizza?
Oh, pizza maybe, depending on where and what.
Do you want to go get the garlic rolls that take the bath in the garlic butter at Italy's famous pizza pasta?
Maybe so, although I may not want pizza, but.
Are you gonna get just garlic rolls with a tuna sub or something?
No, I don't get a tuna sub there. I might get like a pasta.
Are you gonna get garlic breads?
Well,
Do the garlic bread dance.
I don't know.
Garlic. Ooh, Italy's pizza pasta. So you're not gonna get pizza?
Probably not. Maybe pasta.
Because it says pizza and pasta?
Yeah, you get to choose.
Oh, are you gonna get tuna salad?
No, not here.
Splat Cupcakes and such is still open. Uh-oh. And Puppy Pantry is not. We're gonna have some Italy's. It's delicious. We're just looking at how delicious those look. Oh, look, they're seeping in butter bath. Look at that. Look at the butter bath. I don't think I've ever got those breadsticks before either.
We have.
They're so good, those garlic knots. Calzone. What are you gonna get, veal?
I don't know. I don't know.
Steve had to eat the inner cheek of baby calf as one of his mystery meat items. No?
No.
No. Well, we'll show you what we get. Ooh, subs. Gnocchi. No, we get bread and salad, right? Do you want knots?
No, I'm good with just the regular.
Oh, okay. What did you get? Spaghetti meatballs?
I got spaghetti meatballs.
Gnocchi. We got a salad and some bread. I don't know that looks delicious. I don't like olives or onions like that necessarily.
No, me neither.
That bread and that. Yeah.
That's where it's at right there.
Oh, that is big spaghetti meatballs. Would you rather have that than the olives? Look at my big plate of gnocchi. Delicious. I feel like I've got this before. It looks yummy. We have returned to the house.
Yes.
Did you enjoy your supper?
I did. It was delicious.
I got a lot of leftovers too. They're big portions.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch some Legion or something, and hang out. Victoria,
Yes.
do you want to play with Blob?
Maybe. I don't know.
Would you rather play with Shadow King?
Yes.
Oh.
We're gonna be watching Legion.
So that'll do it for today. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to a party. And other things. So talk to you in the morning. Say rub it.
Rub it.
Ooh, safety. Good morning. Look. Mom, as you saw yesterday at the Goodwill, got David a prize at the senior day at the Goodwill.
That's awesome.
Do you think that what's in that is actually the turtle tank? Let's find out. Because it's sealed and she said, I don't know what's in it. Apparently it was like 8 cents. Bling! We're about to have to do work. I've been watching Legion. Victoria's been asleep. What if it's a like new in box turtle tank? Do you think that's what it's going to be? Do you think there's also a chance there's just all kind of random toys in there? Oh. Well, it may be regular.
It's been used. That's awesome.
It's been used. What did you see that made you go, it's been used? Was there feces?
No.
Oh, it has all the weapons. Yay, thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Oh, lawnmower? I got you a sack of prizes from the Comic Exploration. Are you excited to see what they are?
Yes.
That's just the previews. Savage Dragon #1, Wildcats #1, and #2, because I thought you'd like that.
That's a really cool cookie.
Yeah, and Spawn #1. So those are all Image launch titles from when Image was created.
Oh.
X-Men, so this is X-Men 291, the end of X-Men Volume 1, and X-Men 1 is when the Blue Team was created. So that's when the Gold Team and the Blue Team become separate teams.
Cool.
First appearance of Stormbreaker,
Oh.
and then Loki.
Nice.
You like that?
Ooh.
What if Avengers had never been?
That's scary.
What if the world knew Daredevil was blind?
That would be interesting.
You like your prizes?
Yes, sir.
Yay! David also brought me this Gomez Agent Edition Toy Fair exclusive. I had an extra of the comic book Agent Gomez and we traded. Measurements. Proper work here. Not done by me. A little wall. They're gonna look different one day at some point. Gotta get ready for the arcade. Victoria, look, I did this. Look how straight the lines are. And I'm gonna create that all by myself. Agree?
All right, later.
Oh, but I got you prizes. What's that, a smiley face? I couldn't, forget creating this. I could not draw that one square with it being a square.
It's not
Rectangle.
It's not that sweet.
My rectangle would look like this, the number 8. All right, to Home Depot it is. Oh! You want to go?
I don't think there's room for me in the car.
Oh, how convenient.
Alas.
My favorite place, Home Depot. I don't even know what. Oh, this is like $2? Wood seems cheap. I guess this is a little thing. I don't know how much wood is. $2 is not an amount I would have thought. Rub it.
We're in this plywood section, I guess. We have all those like framing boards. I don't have any idea what we're doing. I mean, like conceptually, I get it, but why we needed 19, I don't know. This is not me. I just swipe it. We're waiting in line for our turn after that. Shockingly, it's not the first time we've done this in the past month or two. That thing looks like you could just cut your ball bag off.
So it's the assembly line that goes from there to there. They cut it one time and they cut it again to trim it to make the tops and the bottoms of the arcade cabinet holder thing. Oh, alrighty.
I always thought you just bought paint, you just go and buy, I want this color. But no, all the paint is white. And he mixes it for us and we pick a color from... I didn't know that. I guess I've never bought paint. I don't know what color. David won't tell me what color he thinks. Purple? Yellow? Aquamarine? Decided on this. Beacon blue. Glossy beacon blue? Glossy beacon blue. Kind of like me. Ooh. Package. So now this gentleman's making our paint with the computer. I had no idea this is what happened. Oh. Look at that thing shake and package. Why do we have all this stuff? Oh no, oh, I hurt myself in the ball bag. Somehow, it's all in here. Are you surprised by that? Or you had confidence all along? Just yes. Well, we've got a full, I don't know how we're gonna drive, but, you know, rub it. Yep. Well, we're in this situation. David, is it comfortable? And, I mean, we're gonna go through the drive-thru at Arby's. But in 1 minute, it becomes happy hour for cheaper things. This guy's gonna walk over here to Liz Harley and be like, what are these fools doing? I mean, I just have... people gonna have splinters in their butt that sit in the back seat for about 2 years. I got a car detail coming up. Maybe they'll deal with it. We got 1 more minute, or 30 more seconds. Oh, he's putting his 5 guys in the sack. I hear you. So somehow we got all this in. I'm questioning a lot right now as I'm just sitting hugging wood. But, you know, D and the B. We ordered the bourbon barbecue barrel stack. How many meats did it say it had on it? Ham, roast beef, brisket, chicken, bacon. We're gonna die today. And we got drinks. After I said there's no way we're getting drinks, because where? All the cup holders are not available. David, I had to come out of the window to talk to you. How are you? It smells like the forest. It does actually smell good. You think that would counteract the safety? What do you think the gentleman's going to think when he sees our person? Is he going to say package? No. Other than him having to hand stuff to David in the back. I mean, we could have had a llama in here and he wouldn't have been fazed. He didn't care at all that we had all this big hardwood in there. We didn't die. I smell like tree. Victoria doesn't care. She's just going in on it, as usual. Well, how come you're always eating in the videos?
It's just timing.
Huh?
It's just because I start eating when the food arrives, and then you start recording. So it's
Just
the
like when
timing
we
of
went
it.
to Sheely's and you had 2 full plates before I even sat down.
Well, I just happened to be first in line.
And second. And look, Victoria, what's that?
Boxes.
Package!
Oh.
Say it.
Packages?
Woohoo! What do we have? Bacon and cheese and brisket and turkey and ham and chicken. All of those things. Was it pleasing to the loins?
I think so.
Yeah. Victoria, pleasing to the loins?
Well, I just got chicken, but it's good.
Lunch is over. Now we got to unload the car, but I'll show you the package. Got Walking Dead 171, the variant cover with the pink signature. I was missing. Uncanny X-Men 244, the first appearance of Jubilee with free bonus. I don't know what that's going to be. Let's see if I can get it out. Football 268, Panini Football 89 sticker album. It's a Denver Broncos sticker. What wonderful free bonus. Tony Dorsett. I mean, well, it's old, 1989. And then the Mezco SDCC exclusive Street Edition Gomez. Now to unload. Well, Victoria's ready to go to work. Do it, Vicky. Oh, well, it's gonna be this. So, talk to y'all later while this happens. Well, we got this far. And guess what we have to do now?
Go borrow tools.
Go borrow a jigsaw. We have to go to Home Depot. Home Depot. What we're here for. What's going on there? But we're here for this. We need an air compressor and a nail gun because the method we were going to use isn't going to work effectively enough. It's going to take us forever. So, oh my, package. That looks like a fun new prize. Is it going to be a fun new prize?
It's gonna be a really fun price.
Does it, what happens if that gets involved with the package?
Depends on what tool you're using.
Oh! Ooh! How much better are things with the new prize? Ooh! Ooh! I feel like that thing needs to say safety. On it! Look, we have a rectangle. Drilling it! Well, now we have a floor for the platform. We just have to put the top on it. Well, I don't know what else, but that's the way figures or comics and stuff can go down there. See? Down there. Victoria.
Yeah.
Across the street diagonally, there's a gentleman about my size that's standing outside on the phone in his undershirt and whitey tighties. If you'd like to go see.
No, why? Why does anyone do that?
He's just there.
What
He's
was the
just
size?
whitey tighties.
Oh.
No, they're actually gray tighties.
Oh, no.
Well, I gotta go get ready for the party. So, you can go keep David company and check it out.
Yeah, I will. I also have
She will! David, I have to go get ready for the party. Victoria's gonna keep you company, as is the gentleman that's in his underpants across the street. Is that okay? You want me to invite him over? Victoria, do you want me to invite him over? Oh. All right. We got to go to party. This is almost done or basically done except for top. A new one. We're going to drop David at his car. Party? Party. We'll get back to this tomorrow. But not party. Are you going to do a dance at the party?
Oh, no, probably not, no. It's not that kind of party.
Yes, it is.
A dance?
Did you not read the invitation?
Oopsie.
It said polka.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
No! Victoria, do you want to go get under that tree?
No.
You could, like, lay down there and read a book.
It's been raining. It's a bit wet.
Oh! Well, we've reached this part of the video.
Just in time for Damien.
As usual. Hey, Damien. Does your shirt have bacon?
My shirt is
Oh, that was right in the action with the tail.
Are you okay?
No, why did you do that?
Are you alright?
No, it was just a little graze, too.
Ding, that's the worst kind of.
I know. It hurts. Your shirt has bacon. I came to this room because I have a snack, but look, there's a piggy. Piggy.
You want to get the nicer kind that's thicker and that has more of a texture.
Hot pants.
Okay.
Hey, Victoria. Who does the internet think you're hot for?
Hopper.
See, I told you, Kim.
I didn't say I didn't believe you.
Many people. Are they correct?
I mean, like, fictionally,
If the answer is yes or no.
yes.
Oh, Victoria's hot for hot. Jen, what do you think about that? No. Oh, look at the size of that sausage. Oh.
These are John. I missed these.
Hello.
I'm so sorry.
David said, I don't know.
That's Little John.
Little John is in there?
Yes.
Oh.
They're tight.
There was a
Damien,
chicken donut sandwich.
do you want bologna?
We mostly
Peter bologna?
No, even those.
Jenna bologna?
I was hoping to start.
No one wants bologna.
Like off of there.
We have returned, and it is late.
Yeah.
It's like 3 a.m. So those are just scattered random clips from the party. That's a group of friends other than Damien that we don't see as often, so it wasn't a lot of filming. We were just hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah.
Now it's time for bed. Talk to you in the morning.
Good night.
Stew. Well, good morning. It is Sunday morning. After a late night out, I'm just standing here by the wall of comics. It sounds like Victoria just passed a gas and yelled out, "Oh!" I'm not sure what happened there exactly. It's actually closer to lunchtime. But we were waiting. David and Megan are going to come join us for lunch here in a little while. And I think David and I may keep working on the arcade. Not really sure. Probably the last day of the video. I know it'll be a shorter video, but we've had a lot of long ones recently. So hope you enjoy it. Let's see what's for lunch. Well, we're here at Gyro City Grill, which we've ate a few times out on the video. David and Megan, Victoria are already inside. And we're coming for lunch. Delicious lunch. Maybe cake and pie, too. Victoria, are you going to get the cold Pika Lika Lika sampler?
No, I don't think so.
What about this Scordalilia?
No. I don't know what that is.
Souvlaki on a stick?
Yeah, probably. I was looking at that.
Awesome. David, you? Scordalilia? No? Oh, it's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at all the hummus on David's. Mine doesn't have hummus. You ordered specifically the hummus one? Yep. And chicken.
Does anybody want this?
Just put it in the mouth.
Absolutely not. I think
Oh, Dolomates. Stuffed great leaf. Put it in the mouth.
Oh, no.
No? No. Frenchy fry. We're on a mission to go look at the sweeties. Victoria hasn't been here in a while. So let's look at the sweeties. You can get this hero cookie.
Absolutely.
It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a hero cookie.
No.
No? What about the jumbo peanut butter cookie? The Linzer, the jumbo. Oh. What's this thing? Talumba. It's like soaking in honey.
That's Lucamadas. You just did, it's a different name. 3 cookies. Look how big it is. And look at the soaking.
That is good soaking.
Yeah. Those things. The powders.
Oh dear.
Did you just say oh dear?
Yeah.
Well, there's strawberry cake. That's what you said you needed.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Oh, cheesecake.
It's really good.
What's that? Strawberry cake.
Right
Strawberry
here.
shortcake.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, chocolate cream pie. Black for. Oh my.
Man.
What about Katafi? I like Katafi. Oh, there's a lot of good looking stuff.
Oh no.
Are you gonna get a prize?
I don't know.
Yay, Victoria's getting a prize. So what are you gonna get? Tiramisu pie?
No, I might just get baklava. I don't know. It's just a
Baklava cheesecake?
No. Just regular.
Galactaborcarico?
No.
Say that? Galatabuico? Oh, like Rey Mysterio. Just right for the baklava. You got milk with your baklava? I got tiramisu cake, and that's David's cookie, but that might just be my cookie. Look at the standing honey. That's delicious. Well, I have to go saw things. You want to saw?
Oh no.
Back here again. In the loins.
Alexa, tell me a story.
Sharing season. The family was gathered around the table enjoying their holiday feast. Beneath the table, the dog and cat eagerly waited for anything to come their way.
Yay.
The opportunity presented itself. A meatball tumbled off its...
So I had a package come in, and it is this Nick's Play Seed. I think that's a 10-inch widescreen photo frame. That I actually got one of these from my mom a couple years ago for Christmas, and they're wonderful. So I'm gonna set one up for myself. I'll show you later when I set it up once the friends leave.
Cause I ain't no holla back girl. I gotta get my sands on. Ooh, safety.
I need you like a heart needs a beat, but it's nothing new. Sand and shells, I loved you with the fire red. Now it's turning blue, and you use the nail gun.
All right, David and Megan had to go home, but this is how far we got. We got all 3 frames and floors built. We have to paint these. We have sanded them. We have to put the tops on them after we paint and the faces on them and the end caps. We're gonna drill holes for lights. But this was a big part of the work. We probably won't be able to start again until next weekend. Victoria, what do you think about that?
I think it looks good.
It's just 3 big boxes.
Yeah. Well, it was just that yesterday.
Piles of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to go too?
Yeah.
Oh, one moment. So Victoria has to go home.
Yes.
We didn't do a whole lot this weekend. Went to a party
We did go to a party and I played some Final Fantasy X on the Switch.
while we were working in construction.
Yes.
I got sawdust all over my bosom.
Oh, not good.
So we'll see Victoria in a couple weeks for Dad's birthday.
Yeah.
And then Dragon Con.
Yeah.
And maybe somewhere in between in Tennessee. All right, say bye, Victoria.
Bye.
Do you want to share your goodies with them, or are you going to have them all for yourself?
You mean the 2 Rice Krispie treats that I put in my purse?
Yeah, I saw you sneak them.
I'm going to keep those for the drive.
Do you want to take those popcorns?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a duck! Had to take a little shower, get cleaned up, get all the sawdust away. So what I'm going to do now is I want to get this Nick's Play Seed set up. Kind of talk to you about how it works in case it's something you're interested in, and go from there. So let's check it out. So I did actually buy this from Amazon Warehouse, and it said it had a few cosmetic issues, which you can see there. A couple dings, just a couple, which even like a little paint pen probably could take care of that. And it was $100 off for that. So I always do search for Amazon Warehouse items. If you look for an item you're looking for, you can just search used and see if Amazon Warehouse has a prime offer for you. And a lot of times they do. So, I mean, I think I can just Sharpie those actually and cover those right up and be good as new for $100 cheaper. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you a little bit. This is Apple Photos, and I created an album down here called Photo Frame so that I can sort through. Right now I have it filtered to just show photos, and I could go to like different years and whatever. And I can just filter through and figure out what kind of pictures I wanna put in here. So the type of things I'm gonna put probably are some of my favorite kind of ACBA photos, like that Goku. And then pictures from events that we've had a good time at. So like right there, Damien and I with our Kevin Conroy autographs, those type of pictures, things like this, where we were all at dinner at Atlanta Comic-Con, or like this with OG Geek, like that kind of stuff I want to put in there from the various trips that we've had. And then also like pictures that I've just taken on my travels. So let's see what I can find. So like I might put some of that stuff from the aquarium, but I gotta probably go back a little bit because I have not been traveling quite as much. So, I mean, I may put some of these kind of glams in there too, if I have some I really like, especially some of the recent stuff. I've gotten a lot better at that recently. I mean, I may have pictures of like that, Mr. Goat. I want pictures that I have taken that I like, or bring back a positive memory, or whatever the case may be. So let's see, like I can come up here and New York. I can search by New York, and because of all the metadata, hopefully it'll return me a bunch of stuff from New York. Right now it's just being a doo-dooer. So there we go. So New York City. So you know, it's refreshing. And these are various pictures I've taken in New York City once it refreshes. That's all from 2012. So March 2016, May, looks like October. I'm trying to see when's the last time I was in New York City. Okay, January I was. So it's actually been a while. So, you know, like cool pictures I have of things like that I've taken, I want to put in this just so I can relive memories. So what I'm going to do right now for a while is sort through these. I'm going to create that photo album, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, so I've picked 700 photos. I just kind of went through all the photos I'd taken this year, and then I went through certain cities and certain people and just added stuff. So this is what's going to be on my photo frame. You can see it's a lot of pictures of me with people, selfies, city stuff. Not a ton of figures, a little bit of figures and stuff, but I want it to just be like Dub Life, the photo frame. So now that I have them segregated in an album, it makes it easier. And let me talk to you about what happens next. So here is the Nixplay Seed. One of the features I like about Nixplay is that's where the cable connects, and it just uses like a USB plug. It's got a long plug, but this part is kind of flexible like Bindi wire, so it actually serves as a prop to hold it up. I just used this black furniture repair marker. You can see I took out those scuffs pretty easily. So it has a remote. We're ready to go. Press play to continue. So now you do Wi-Fi network. So now I've got connected to the Wi-Fi, did all its updates, and it's playing a little introduction video. I don't know. I don't think there's really, you can turn up volume because I don't know that it's made for videos. I actually don't know. But now it's giving me the little, hello. So it's pretty easy to pair. Once it goes through that loading screen, it pops up a QR code or a 3D barcode, whatever it's called. And you scan it with the phone on the app. They have Nixplay app that is really intuitive, and you can have like friends, just like any other app. And so like your friends could send you stuff through the Nixplay cloud and put it on your frame, just like I send stuff to my mom or whatever, and it'll just show up, you know, a few seconds later. So it's all wireless, all cloud driven, and I like it very much. You can upload 100 photos to the frame at a time. So I've got the first 100 uploading right now, and I've got 700 uploads. So once I do that, I'll show you the finished product. This is probably going to actually go either in the arcade or down here where something from the arcade moves. So I'm just gonna have it sit on the counter for now until we finish. But it has a motion sensor, so like you can set it where if anyone walks around it, it turns on and it turns back off if it doesn't send a motion for 5 minutes. It can have the clock on it. All kind of really good stuff. I really like this product. So let me get the rest of the photos uploaded and I'll show you the finished product. So I believe I have completed everything from the app. If we approach the frame, hey, look! It just turns on. So that looks like me in Chicago. That's my mom having New York style pizza. And you can add all kind of captions. Right now I have it on a 5-second and I have it doing like whatever it wants to do from zooming. It's me and Frankenstein. And it's just completely random. But like on the website or on the app, that's in New York, you could add captions. You can tell it how you want it to frame it, how you want it to zoom, whatever. And there you go. It's me and one of my employees. It's Phil. So that is wonderful. The Nick's Playseed, trying to show you some technology. Oh, there with Mr. Dolphin. But that will do it for this week's episode of Dub Life. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was around the house, you know, a lot of construction, Home Depot, not a ton of figures. We had a lot of comics. We had fun digging through comics at Kyle's shop. And just overall, it was a good time. So we saw Victoria, saw David a little bit, Megan. We went over to a party, saw Damien, and a whole bunch of people over there. But I hope you enjoyed it. Right about an hour probably this week. So a little bit shorter than they have been in the past, but we've given you a ton of content recently, so I hope you're enjoying it. Next week, Elusive Andrew is coming to visit, so you'll get to see him. We probably haven't seen him since WrestleMania in a video. And we'll probably continue working in the garage, on the arcade. We got to paint those, basically get the construction finished, paint them, get them upstairs. We got to do all the wall mounting stuff. We got to get all the things that are going to go in those cubbies, I don't know what I'm trying to say, in there. The arcades go on top of them. There's going to be shelves also, like floating shelves and stuff on them. It's a lot. It's going to take us a while. It'll be several episodes before that's done, but when it's done, it's going to be tremendous. And I hope people can come over and hang out in the arcade. So looking forward to that. Following week, I will not be here. I will go visit my parents. It'll be my father's birthday. Then there's a week where we're not sure. We might go to a convention in Tennessee. It sounds like a lot of fun. There's also a festival here locally. It's also the weekend before Dragon Con, so staying chill may be a good idea. And then it's Dragon Con, and we just keep on going. So I hope you're enjoying. I'm doing a lot this year. It's been a very busy year, and I'm trying to share it all with you. So hope you're enjoying Dub Life. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Squeeze it.